Hello everyone. Welcome back to Learn Abacus at Home for Parents. In today's lesson, we're diving into something essential for abacus mastery: finger rules. This might seem simple, but understanding these rules will really help your child develop speed and accuracy as they practice. Now, I want to clear up a potential confusion. The abacus finger rules we'll learn today are different from what's known as the finger abacus. The finger abacus is a method where you use all your fingers as if they were beads on an abacus to perform calculations. In contrast, the abacus finger rules we're covering are specifically about how to use your pointer finger and thumb to move the beads on a physical abacus. On a traditional abacus, the thumb and pointer finger each have specific roles. These finger rules help you move the beads accurately and quickly. Let's go over these rules now. First, let's start with the thumb, since it's the simpler of the two. We use the thumb to add the lower beads, which are the ones below the bar. Anytime we want to increase a number by adding a lower bead, we use our thumb to push it up towards the bar. Give it a try yourself. Use your thumb to move the lower beads up, one by one. Remember, beads only gain numerical value when they're moved toward or touching the bar. For example, each time you move a lower bead up towards the bar, you're adding 1 to your total. Next, we use the pointer finger for everything else. This includes subtracting the lower beads and both adding and subtracting the upper beads. Let's go through each of these. When we need to subtract a lower bead, we use our pointer finger to push it back down, away from the bar. For example, let's say you've just added 1 by pushing a lower bead up toward the bar. To subtract that 1, you'll use your pointer finger to push the bead back down, away from the bar. Notice that when the bead is no longer touching the bar, it represents 0. So, you've effectively done 1 minus 1, which equals 0. For adding or subtracting the upper beads, we always use our pointer finger. To add an upper bead, you pull it down toward the bar. To subtract an upper bead, you push it up away from the bar. Go ahead and try it yourself. When you pull an upper bead down, you're adding 5. And when you push it back up, you're subtracting 5. This way, you've just done 5 minus 5, which equals 0. While we usually use the pointer finger and thumb independently for most numbers, there are times when we need to use them together, like when adding numbers such as 6, 7, 8, and 9. These numbers involve both the upper and lower beads. For example, 6 is made up of 1 upper bead and 1 lower bead. 7 is 1 upper bead and 2 lower beads, and so on. In these cases, we move the 2 fingers simultaneously. It's like pinching the upper and lower beads together toward the bar. Give it a try yourself. I'm sure you're wondering if we use both the pointer finger and thumb for subtracting these numbers too. The answer is both yes and no. You can subtract these numbers by moving the beads away from the bar simultaneously, which makes it faster, just one quick motion. In fact, many advanced learners do it this way because it's quicker. However, many abacus schools teach subtracting these numbers in 2 steps. First, subtract the lower beads, then the upper bead. When teaching your kids, you might want to start by showing them how to do it in 2 steps. Subtract the lower beads first, then the upper bead. If they ask if they can do it in one motion, let them try it if they're comfortable. Just make sure they're moving the right number of beads. Here are some engaging exercises to practice the abacus finger rules with your child. Basic finger practice. Choose a number from 1 to 4. Have your child add that number on the abacus using the thumb to push up the lower beads, and then subtract it using the thumb to push the beads back down. Repeat this several times. Also, have your child practice adding and subtracting the upper beads using the pointer finger. Set different numbers and practice these movements repeatedly. Combined finger movements. Choose a number from 6 to 9. Instruct your child to add that number on the abacus, using both the thumb for lower beads and the pointer finger for upper beads. Next, have them subtract the number in 2 transactions. First, subtract the lower beads, and then subtract the upper bead. If they are comfortable, let them try subtracting both simultaneously and practice this method several times. Did you understand how to use your fingers when working with the abacus? I hope this lesson has been helpful for you. While your child is getting used to the abacus, they might accidentally use the wrong finger. So keep an eye on whether they're using the correct ones. It's important to get it right from the start, as it can be tricky to correct mistakes later on. In our next video, we'll have a helpful review session of what we've learned so far. We'll practice adding and subtracting single-digit, two-digit, and three-digit numbers using the right finger techniques. This review exercise will reinforce your skills and make it easier to handle addition and subtraction in the upcoming lesson. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe now to get notified when new videos are available. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye.